I need you to pause right now. If you are a man over 60, I need your full attention. You might think that taking your daily vitamins is one of the safest, smartest things you can do for your health. That little routine each morning feels like a protective shield, a way of telling your body, I'm taking care of you. But what if the very thing you trust to keep you strong is the thing that is quietly wearing you down? I'm Dr. Emily Carter from Men's Vital Health, and after decades of working with men in this age group, I've seen a heartbreaking pattern. Men who eat well, stay active, and follow their doctor's advice, yet they are still battling stubborn exhaustion, persistently cold hands and feet, circulation problems that won't budge, and a frustrating, fading sense of intimacy. And the most frustrating part? They blame themselves, or they blame their age, never once suspecting that the real, tangible problem might be hiding in a bottle on their bathroom shelf. Today, I want to take you inside that hidden story. This is not about fear. This is about awareness, control, and empowerment. We are going to name and analyze the 4 common supplements, pills millions of seniors take every day that, when unmisunderstood or overused, can slowly drain your energy, stiffen your arteries, and dampen your vitality in ways you can't feel until it's too late. I'm not just going to list facts and throw numbers at you. I'm going to share real stories from men who thought they were doing everything right, men whose lives changed when they understood what was truly happening inside their bodies. You'll see what went wrong, how they fixed it, and what you can learn from their journeys. Because this isn't just about supplements. It's about reclaiming your energy, your confidence, and your quality of life, without guesswork, without gimmicks, and without waiting for someday. So if you've ever wondered why you feel more tired than you should, if you've noticed your stamina slipping, or if you felt a distance growing in the parts of life that matter most, stay with me. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what to check in your own routine, what to change, and how to start feeling like yourself again. You might even find that the path back to better energy and circulation isn't about adding more. It's about removing what's quietly holding you back. To begin this transformation, we first need to understand the fundamental shift that happens inside your body after 60. This is the crucial, often omitted truth. Your body doesn't absorb and clear nutrients like it used to. This makes you uniquely vulnerable to what I call the hidden stacking problem. Setting the stage, the physics of an aging body. We just finished discussing the dangerous concept of the hidden stacking problem, and now we need to understand why this problem hits men over 60 so much harder than younger generations. It comes down to the fundamental physics of an aging body. Look, the machine is still magnificent, but the operating rules have changed. Your body in its 6th and 7th decades doesn't absorb, store, and process nutrients the way it did at 45. Your metabolism slows, your hormone levels shift, and perhaps most critically, your organs, specifically your liver and kidneys, don't clear excess waste or nutrients as quickly as they used to. Imagine your body's systems are like the plumbing in an old house. When you're young, the drains are fast and clear. You can flush out a water-soluble vitamin or rapidly process a high dose. But as you age, the system becomes slower. It starts to hold on to things. This means a vitamin or mineral that was entirely harmless, even helpful for someone younger, can begin to behave differently in your system. Instead of being cleared efficiently, the excess simply begins to accumulate in your tissues and organs. The camouflage effect, when symptoms look like age. This accumulation is why the symptoms are so easy to ignore. They don't scream toxicity, they whisper getting older. A little more fatigue? Must be my age. Hands and feet that stay cold longer? Must be my circulation. A dwindling sex drive and confidence? Just the inevitable price of time. This camouflage is precisely what allows these nutrient overloads to slip under the radar.
You blame the calendar, never suspecting that the true problem might be the steady, relentless buildup happening inside you. The reality of the stacking problem. Let's be brutally honest about how easy this buildup is. You might be taking a multivitamin that covers your basic needs, but then you add a specific men's vitality pill that promises energy, which often contains huge, unnecessary doses of certain B vitamins and iron. Then, you grab a fortified breakfast cereal or a protein shake marketed as enriched. You are stacking an already high dose onto an existing dose, and suddenly you're pushing your liver into a long-term storage crisis. This is particularly dangerous with fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D and A, which are designed to build up in fat tissue and the liver, staying in your system for months on end. The result isn't immediate sickness, but a long-term strain, stiffened arteries, hormonal disruption, and nerve damage. Now that we understand why the aging body is so vulnerable to overload, it's time to name our first specific culprit. This particular nutrient is the most recommended pill in the world, the one your doctor may have even told you to take. It isn't necessary nutrient, but when overdone, it turns from a sunlit friend into a shadow saboteur, directly impacting your heart health and your masculine vitality. Let's pull back the curtain and start with the truth about the sunshine vitamin gone rogue, vitamin D.
Culprit number 1. The sunshine vitamin gone rogue, vitamin D. As promised, we're diving straight into the first and perhaps the most surprising culprit, vitamin D. The reputation of vitamin D is spotless. It's the darling of the supplement world, rightfully praised for its critical role in bone density, immune strength, and mood regulation. It's often called the sunshine vitamin because your body is designed to create it naturally when sunlight hits your skin. And because we spend less time outdoors as we age and our skin is less efficient at producing it, supplementation is incredibly common and often necessary. But here's the paradox. In the right amount, it's life-giving. In the wrong amount, it can be life-hardening. The core of the problem lies in its nature. Vitamin D is fat-soluble. I've mentioned this, but its importance cannot be overstated. Unlike water-soluble vitamins that your kidneys can quickly flush out, vitamin D is stored in your liver and fat tissue. Your body holds onto it for dear life. If you are taking high doses, say 5,000 international units or more daily for months or years without monitoring, those levels climb and climb until they reach a toxic threshold. The danger isn't the vitamin D itself, it's the chain reaction it triggers. Excess vitamin D drastically increases the absorption of calcium from your diet. When calcium levels in your blood get too high, a condition called hypercalcemia, the body can't handle the surplus. At first, you feel general fatigue and muscle weakness, but over time, that excess calcium starts to settle in places it shouldn't be. Think of it like a slow mineral deposit forming inside your body. It can stiffen your arteries, it begins to calcify the walls of your blood vessels, turning your flexible, vital arteries into stiffened pipes. This directly reduces blood flow to your extremities and vital organs, including the areas crucial for men's intimate health. It can strain your organs. It puts tremendous strain on your heart and kidneys, forcing them to work harder and increasing your risk of long-term damage. This isn't theory. I've seen it play out in real life, like with my patient, Arthur, the 71-year-old accountant. Arthur was a dedicated health advocate, but he was convinced that more D was always better D. He came to me with constant, profound exhaustion and hands and feet that were perpetually icy. His blood test was a clear warning. His vitamin D level was more than double the optimal range, and his calcium was creeping into the danger zone. The solution wasn't another pill, it was simply removing the excess. We stopped the high-dose supplement. Within a few months, his circulation normalized, his energy returned, and he felt a palpable difference in his overall vitality. Arthur's story is a stark reminder. You must test first, supplement second.
For most men over 60, unless tests show otherwise, the safe spot is often between 800 and 2000 IU daily. But vitamin D isn't the only fat-soluble nutrient we need to worry about. There is another essential vitamin, the one associated with your eyes, that can be equally dangerous when overconsumed, leading to liver strain and hormonal chaos. Next, we pull back the veil on the overeager eye helper, vitamin A.
Culprit number 2, the overeager eye helper, vitamin A. Following the same logic we applied to vitamin D, our next hidden hazard is vitamin A. Vitamin A has a brilliant publicist, the carrot. We've known since childhood that it's essential for good vision, immune response, and healthy cell growth, and it is. But vitamin A shares the same critical flaw as vitamin D. It is fat-soluble and designed for long-term storage in your liver. Here's where the danger starts. Your body is incredibly smart. When you consume vitamin A in its natural form as beta-carotene from colorful fruits and vegetables, your body converts it into the active form, retinol, only as needed. This natural regulation prevents overdose from food. However, many multivitamins and specialty skin and eye supplements contain preformed vitamin A, like retinol palmitate. This active form bypasses your body's natural regulatory system entirely. It gets absorbed quickly, and any excess is immediately shuttled to your liver. For an older body with a slower clearance system, this is a recipe for overload. It's surprisingly easy to exceed your needs just by taking a high-dose multivitamin, a separate eye health supplement, and consuming fortified foods. The surplus quickly turns your liver into an overloaded storage locker. The consequences of liver overload. When your liver is chronically strained by storing too much active vitamin A, the consequences are wide-ranging. Liver damage. This is the most direct consequence as the liver struggles under the burden of chronic storage. Hormonal chaos. High levels of vitamin A can disrupt hormone pathways, potentially interfering with thyroid function and, crucially for men's vitality, lowering the natural production of testosterone and drive. Vascular inflammation. Like its fat-soluble cousin, chronic excess vitamin A can increase systemic inflammation and contribute to the stiffening of blood vessels, further compounding any circulatory issues already caused by vitamin D overload. I saw this play out with Mr. Chan, a sprightly 72-year-old who came to me complaining of persistent dryness, dry eyes, dry mouth, and extremely dry, irritated skin. He was convinced it was merely dehydration. When we reviewed his supplement list, he was taking a daily dose totaling 4 times the recommended limit, thinking he was optimizing his vision. In reality, he was flooding his system. The excess retinol was causing toxicity that manifested in those irritating, persistent dryness symptoms. The fix was simple: cutting out the excess. Within a few weeks, his dryness improved, his energy started to come back, and his blood pressure readings stabilized as his body began to recover. The takeaway here is clear. Focus on beta-carotene from food. Your needs for active vitamin A are small and easily met. When you rely on high-dose pills, you risk turning a vital nutrient into an internal irritant. But if you think fat-soluble vitamins are the only source of accumulation, wait until we discuss our next culprit, a mineral that is essential for life, but for which the male body has virtually no natural exit strategy. I'm talking about the internal rust, iron. The third culprit, internal rust, iron. We have examined 2 fat-soluble nutrients, vitamin D and A, that can accumulate in your liver and fat tissue. Now we turn to a mineral that poses a different, perhaps even more risky threat: iron. Iron is a heavily promoted mineral. It is the foundation for creating hemoglobin, the oxygen-transporting protein in your blood, which brings life to every cell. Without enough iron, you suffer from anemia, leading to fatigue and weakness. Therefore, iron supplements are widely sold, often as a quick energy booster. But here is the shocking truth that most men over 60 need to know.
For the majority of men, iron deficiency is not the problem. In fact, the opposite is true. You may already have too much iron. Unlike other minerals, the male body lacks an efficient mechanism to eliminate excess iron. Unless you suffer from chronic blood loss or donate blood regularly, the iron you absorb simply stays in your system, gradually accumulating over the years. For many older men, iron reserves, measured by ferritin, are already high, even without supplementation. Imagine adding a multivitamin that contains iron, plus a diet rich in red meat or fortified cereals, and you are unknowingly pushing your iron levels into the danger zone. The internal rusting effect. Excess iron acts like rust on metal, but instead of corroding steel, it damages your tissues and organs. It generates oxidative stress, a process of rapid cellular aging. Excess iron attacks and harms the liver, heart, and pancreas. It hardens your arteries, again impacting circulation, and disrupts the hormone system, lowering testosterone and vitality. This condition, called iron overload or hemosiderosis, is often misdiagnosed because its symptoms are identical to aging: fatigue, joint pain, brain fog, and reduced libido. I distinctly remember the case of George, a 66-year-old former firefighter who always prided himself on his fitness. He came to me complaining of worsening joint pain and persistent fatigue. More worryingly, he noticed a significant decline in his bedroom performance, which was deeply frustrating. A blood test revealed his ferritin level, stored iron index, was nearly 3 times the healthy range. The cause was his daily multivitamin containing iron combined with a diet rich in red meat. The solution was the immediate removal of supplemental iron and dietary adjustments. A few months later, his ferritin level dropped. George's vitality returned and his joint pain subsided, proving that his body had finally stopped fighting against the internal rust. The takeaway is, avoid supplemental iron unless a blood test confirms you truly need it. Ask your doctor to check your ferritin. And if you think fat-soluble substances and non-excretable minerals are concerning, wait until you see our final culprit, a water-soluble vitamin that you think your body would easily flush out, but in reality, taking too much over a long period can cause nerve damage, muscle weakness, and steal your coordination. That is vitamin B6. Culprit number 4, the water-soluble surprise, vitamin B6. We've uncovered the hazards of substances that your body stores: vitamin D, vitamin A, and iron. Now we arrive at our final culprit, and this one often surprises people because it's water-soluble. I'm talking about vitamin B6. Most people assume that because B6 is water-soluble, any excess will simply be flushed out when you urinate. It's the safety net assumption, where people believe they can take massive doses without consequence. Unfortunately, that assumption is dangerously flawed. Vitamin B6 is crucial. It supports your body in processing protein, aids brain function, and even helps regulate your mood. But when you take it in extremely high doses, typically exceeding 100 milligrams daily, for months or years, it accumulates in your tissues and causes a very specific and debilitating kind of damage: nerve toxicity. This condition is known as peripheral neuropathy, and it affects the delicate nerves in your hands, feet, and legs. For an older adult, this is a serious threat because it manifests as symptoms that severely impact your mobility and safety. Tingling and numbness, a persistent pins and needles feeling, or a complete loss of sensation in your extremities. Muscle weakness and clumsiness. The signals from your feet to your brain are scrambled, leading to difficulty with balance, dragging your feet, and an exponentially increased risk of falling. The creeping danger of overdose. One reason B6 toxicity is so often missed is because its initial symptoms feel like normal aches and pains of aging: stiff feet in the morning, a little numbness after sitting. But unlike age-related decline, These B6-induced problems can often improve significantly once the excess is removed. Where do these toxic doses come from? Rarely from a standard multivitamin. They come primarily from aggressive energy or nerve health supplements and B-complex formulas, which often contain 50 to 150 milligrams of B6. Remember, most adults over 60 need only about 1.5 to 2 milligrams daily, an amount easily achieved by eating a banana or some chicken. These supplements are often 50 to 100 times the required amount. Think of Henry, a 70-year-old retired foreman, who was increasingly worried about tripping. He'd stumbled badly twice, and his wife noticed he was fumbling with tools he'd used perfectly for decades. He was taking a popular energy and focus blend that contained a staggering 120 milligrams of B6 daily on top of his other vitamins. When we stopped the high-dose supplement, his B6 levels began to fall. Over several months, his sensations slowly returned, and his confidence in walking improved dramatically. Henry's journey is a powerful demonstration that even the so-called flushable nutrients can harm you if you ignore the numbers. Now that we've named the 4 hidden risks, vitamin D, vitamin A, iron, and vitamin B6, a clear pattern emerges. The danger isn't that these nutrients are bad, but that the dose is wrong for your aging body. So the critical question remains: how do you build a safe, effective strategy that supports your health without risking overload? We're going to explore the safer path next. How to protect your vitality by working with your body, not against it.
The safer path. How to protect your health without risky overload. We've now exposed the 4 major risks hiding in your routine: the artery-stiffening vitamin D, the liver-straining vitamin A, the internal rust of iron, and the nerve-damaging vitamin B6. The cumulative lesson is that subtraction is often more powerful than addition when it comes to maximizing your vitality after 60. So where do we go from here? You don't have to fear supplements, but you absolutely must treat them with respect and precision. Think of your supplement cabinet not as a vending machine, but as a sophisticated toolbox. Here are the crucial, science-backed steps to building a safer, more effective health strategy. Action step 1. Test, don't guess. The foundation. This is the single most important lesson I can give you. You cannot manage what you do not measure. Before adding any supplement, or if you suspect your current routine is making you tired, you must get the right blood tests. Ask your physician for these key markers at your annual physical. 25-hydroxy vitamin D to know your true storage level. Ferritin and iron saturation to check for dangerous iron buildup. Vitamin B6 plasma, especially if you are taking any B-complex or high-energy formulas. Testing every 6 to 12 months is your safeguard. It allows you to catch imbalances before they turn into chronic fatigue, nerve damage, or circulatory problems. Action step 2. Conduct a full label audit, the detective work. This is the detective work you need to do immediately. Take everything you swallow, all your pills, protein powders, and shakes, and perform a collective calculation. Go through the 4 culprits we just discussed and calculate your total daily intake from all sources combined. You will be astonished at the hidden overlaps. That morning fortified cereal, plus the multivitamin, plus the vitality blend, might be pushing your vitamin A or iron intake into toxic territory without you ever realizing it. If you find your total intake exceeds the safe upper limits, the solution is simple. Remove the least essential sources. Action step 3. Use food as your first source. Your body is engineered to gracefully handle nutrients in their natural food matrix.
Food provides cofactors and regulates absorption in a way high-dose pills cannot. Instead of chasing huge numbers on a supplement label, focus on balanced food choices. Get your vitamin A precursor from colorful vegetables, your iron from lean proteins and greens, and your B vitamins from whole foods. Use the pill bottle only when the blood test confirms a deficiency that food cannot quickly fix. I saw the success of this strategy with Martha and David, a couple in their mid-60s. Martha was suffering from fatigue, David from joint stiffness. They each had a crowded cabinet of overlapping supplements. We tested, eliminated the excess, and replaced them with carefully chosen single-ingredient options based on their results. Within 3 months, Martha's energy returned and David's stiffness eased. Proof that the secret to lasting vitality is often found in the precision of subtraction, not the volume of consumption. Now that we have the roadmap, we must conclude with the lasting lesson. Reclaiming your quality of life isn't a complex medical mystery. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge and applying these simple, powerful rules of safety.
The lasting lesson, the secret to true vitality. We have reached the end of our journey, and I hope this conversation has fundamentally shifted the way you view your morning health ritual. We've exposed the insidious dangers of the very pills you trusted, from the arterial stiffness caused by high vitamin D to the hormonal chaos of excess vitamin A, the internal corrosion of iron, and the nerve damage from overdosing on B6. The evidence is clear. In the aging body, good intentions can become chronic injury if they are not guided by scientific precision. But the most empowering part of this whole discussion is realizing that the control is entirely in your hands. Think back to the stories we shared. Arthur, who thawed his Cold War hands by stopping his megadose of vitamin D. Mr. Chan, who banished his chronic dryness simply by realizing he was overloading his liver with vitamin A. George, who cured his mysterious joint pain and restored his libido by donating blood to eliminate stored iron. And Henry, who regained his balance and confidence by dropping an unnecessarily high B6 supplement. Their journeys reveal one profound, universal truth that underpins all health and longevity. True vitality is not about achieving the maximum dose. It is about finding the optimum dose, the right dose for your body at this stage of your life. In a world that constantly tells us to add more, buy more, and take more, the secret to robust health after 60 often lies in the revolutionary act of subtraction. By carefully removing the unnecessary toxic burdens, the accumulated iron, the circulating excess calcium, the stressed nerves, you lift the anchor that has been quietly holding your energy and circulation back. When you relieve your vital organs of this constant clearing duty, your body can finally focus its energy where it matters most, on maintaining sharp thinking, promoting flexible arteries, balancing hormones, and ensuring a strong, dependable physical presence. This is how you reclaim the quality of life, the clarity of mind, and the confidence that you deserve. I want to leave you with a final, non-negotiable directive. Don't let this knowledge be just another piece of information you consumed on the internet. Make it the catalyst for change. 1. Stop guessing. Schedule an appointment with your doctor tomorrow and request the crucial blood tests we discussed: vitamin D, ferritin, and B6. 2. Audit your cabinet. Take 15 minutes this week to conduct a full label audit of everything you consume and calculate your total intake of the 4 culprits. If the numbers look high, cut them out immediately,
pending your blood test results. 3. Prioritize food. Make a conscious decision to rely on whole foods for your nutritional baseline, treating pills as targeted temporary support, not daily insurance. This single intentional step, moving from blind trust to informed precision, can be the difference between slowly draining your vitality and unlocking a brand new chapter of strength, confidence, and connection. You have the tools now. Take control. Your health is not a mystery, it's a system, and you are the engineer. Thank you for joining me today on Men's Vital Health. I look forward to hearing your success stories.
We've covered a tremendous amount of ground together, moving from the hidden hazards in your supplement cabinet to the practical pillars that rebuild your vitality from the ground up. We've unmasked the 4 silent saboteurs: vitamin D, vitamin A, iron, and B6. And we've seen the triumphs of men like Mr. Donovan, who reclaimed their energy by focusing on circulation, gut health, and recovery. But before we close, I want to distill this entire journey into 3 pieces of lasting wisdom, the core philosophy you can carry with you every single day. Lasting wisdom 1. The principle of precision over power. Forget the marketing language that sells mega doses and maximum strength. Your body is a highly sophisticated machine running on nanograms and milligrams, not giant numbers. The most powerful action you can take for your long-term health is embracing precision. This means making every decision based on data, your blood test results, your dietary intake audit, and your body's specific, unique responses. Never take a supplement simply because it's popular or because a friend recommends it. Only use it as a targeted, therapeutic tool to correct a measured imbalance. This shift from blind consumption to intelligent, informed choice is the definition of mastering your health. Lasting wisdom 2. Age is not a diagnosis. We started this conversation by addressing the most common excuse for fatigue and decline: I'm just getting old. We are now armed with the evidence to reject that statement. Age is a factor, yes, but it is not a diagnosis. Exhaustion, joint pain, loss of confidence, and poor circulation are often symptoms of solvable problems, whether it's nutrient toxicity, poor sleep, or chronic inflammation. The story of every man we discussed proves this. When they removed the cause of the problem, the excess iron, the high B6, the symptoms of aging retreated. You have the power to stop blaming the calendar and start seeking the root cause. This perspective shift is the key to unlocking decades of renewed well-being. Lasting wisdom 3. The true supplement is lifestyle. The most powerful supplements you can ever take are free and accessible immediately. They are the pillars of lifestyle. Daily movement. It is your best circulatory supplement. Whole foods and fiber. Your best gut health and absorption supplement. Deep sleep and stress management. Your best recovery and hormone supplement. These pillars are not optional. They are the foundation upon which all other health efforts succeed or fail. When your foundation is strong, the rare, targeted supplement you do need works perfectly. When your foundation is weak, no amount of expensive pills can fix a broken system. Look, the health journey for a man over 60 can feel like a constant uphill battle, especially when you feel betrayed by the very habits you thought were helping. But I want you to walk away from this video with a sense of profound hope and confidence. You are not passively aging. You are actively engineering your future. The challenges you face with fatigue or circulation are not insurmountable mysteries. They are clear signals that your system needs a specific, intelligent adjustment. The truth we've uncovered today is that the path to feeling stronger, sharper, and more vital isn't complex. It's cleaner. It's about letting go of what's not serving you and focusing your energy on the simple, foundational actions that yield real, measurable results. Your strength is not fading. It's simply been hidden beneath a burden of unnecessary chemicals and toxic habits. It's time to lighten the load and let that inherent strength shine through. You have the knowledge, you have the tools. You are capable of making the precise, powerful changes needed to thrive. So here is your final, simple invitation from me, Dr. Emily Carter, here at Men's Vital Health. Take one small, intentional step this week. Perhaps you'll schedule that essential blood test, or maybe you'll do a 15-minute audit of your supplement cabinet tonight. I want to know which supplement you're checking first. What is the one change you are committing to after watching this video? Please share your commitment or your biggest takeaway in the comments below. Your story isn't just about you, it's the inspiration and vital wisdom that helps every other man in our community. Thank you for trusting us with your health journey. Be precise, be vigilant, and above all, be well. We'll see you next time.